Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. I have a dip of some Stoker's Wintergreen. Just had to do a large stem extraction there. So how's it going? I haven't been vlogging for a couple days. I've been having difficulty with storage in my phone. Like I made a 20-minute vlog yesterday, and when I tried to set it all up and edit it and all that, the my phone wouldn't let me save it because it took up too much space. And I tried editing it. I edited it down a fair bit, and it still wouldn't take it. So I've had to do a lot of deleting and trying to figure out how to. I don't know. This happens every once in a while when you're a guy like me. I'm pretty good at deleting my masters after I make the videos and publish them or whatever. But yeah, sometimes shit happens, right? Yeah. It's a lovely Saturday in Peterborough, Ontario. The weather's kind of funky right now. We got a freezing rainstorm last night, and we're supposed to get up to 20 inches of snow today, which happened last weekend as well. And last weekend we got hit really hard. I think we got up to 17 inches of snow. And right now there's like snow is lightly falling, but I don't know. It doesn't look so horrible out there. And I did step outside for a minute, and it's actually not that cold out either. Just wet and snowy. So life in the Great White North, you know. Real Talk Studios is trying to raise some money. The mother of his son died tragically Christmas morning, and the funeral home. Just to break it down real quick, the funeral home has her ashes in a urn at the funeral home, but they won't give them up until they can pay some ridiculous amount of money. And this I've heard of this often. People trying to raise money to get their family members' ashes or whatever. So yeah, I told him I'd spread the word as much as I can, and I haven't really done a vlog in a while, so I'll put it out here. If you would like to help him, just go hit him up on his channel. He does TikTok under the same name, Real Talk Studios. He does Instagram under I think his handle is just in time, the name Justin and time attached to it. Yeah, hit him up. And I think he's got a PayPal thing set up or a GoFundMe thing or something like that. I can't remember which it is right now, but yeah, help a brother out if you can. And he's trying to raise some money for his son's mother's ashes. So there you go. All the best with that. Real talk. So I've been, I'm writing music for this dance piece coming up. We're performing at the end of February. I don't exactly know the title of it. I'm working on it with my friend Stephanie Corrin, who I've worked with in dance theater, tons of theater, uh, tons of dance. We've done some really intense projects together, and we're doing a piece at the theater on King here in Peterborough. About, as I mentioned before, about Victorian murderess, and yeah, we're doing a little piece, and it's just a short little 10-minute thing, but I got to write the music for it, and the instrument I'm using is this harmonica from the late 1800s, just to keep it real, you know. So I'm spending a lot of time rehearsing on this instrument right now, and it's, I gotta say it's a wonderful, beautiful instrument, and for the for its age, it has very minimal damage to it, and very minimal, like only one reed's blown out on it, a couple little cracks and things, but it's almost rust free. It's a beautiful instrument, but it's not my favorite instrument to play, you know. And trying to write Victorian, like think of Victorian era music and what it sounded like, because that's how I learn music. I don't look it up and look at the sheet music or the tablature because I can't read either. But I can listen to it and produce a sound that's similar, you know. So that's my life right now, is working on this dance piece with this beast of a harmonica, which is pretty cool. I like my job as a harmonica player, no complaining about that. But yeah, doing this piece with Stephanie makes me think of projects we've done before. The most intense thing that we ever did was this show called Pent, and I have it up. If you look at my playlists, where the playlist says theatrical works, there's some scenes from Pent in it, and yeah, basically what it was the on stage there was five performers in the it was based. Stephanie asked me to write a really intense story that they could base choreography off of. So I basically wrote a story about my childhood, and it was pretty crazy. It was a really violent piece. It was hello Shadow. It was a really violent piece. It was really kind of just fucking intense show, man. And had five guitar players. That was the music for it. Five different guitar players from around town got together, and just that was it was intense music, man. Five electric guitars, crazy shit. No drums, no nothing, you know. But yeah, that's the kind of work Stephanie and I used to do. We did that a few times. That was definitely the best and the most important and the most intense piece that we did, was this piece called Pent, and then we did it a second time called Repent. The first time it was done was when the Gordon Best Theater was being constructed, so it was basically a construction site, and it was a really visceral contact piece with lots of throwing around and fighting in it. And there was like all these like nails sticking up in the wood and splinters ready to happen. It was amazing nobody got hurt. And then when the Gordon Best Theater was actually built, it was called, they did it again, and they called it Repent, and in a much safer environment. But both of them were pretty intense shows, yeah. So and yeah, I've done a few shows like that with Steph, where I've written a piece of something, and she's done base choreography off it. It's really amazing. We're really in tune with each other that way. It's great. We've done a lot of theater projects together as well. She's played some extremely odd characters in plays that I've written over the years. She's kind of someone. I think she's acted in the majority of my plays that have been thrown around town. And she's definitely one of my all-time favorite people to work with. Just because we have that in that mind bond, on what things should be artistically, and it's really great. It's really, working in the arts, like, with music and theater and everything. It's like you find certain people who are just like, out of all the people that you meet in throughout the course of your career, and if you have a career in theater and music, you're going to meet a lot of people. Some people just stick out as, hi, you want to spit? Yeah, some people just stick out because you've had such a magical connection with them. Like other people I could put in that world are like Jill Stavely, who has played drums with me for 20 years, and my friend Brian Sanderson. He's a musician out in Quebec. I had someone on, like my friend Wes. My old friend Ian Osborne from the Diplomats. We had that sort of connection, and the guys that I play with now, we're I don't know if we're all on the same wavelength, but we're certainly committed to working with each other, which is cool. So, yeah. Anyhow, the people you meet in the arts. I don't know what the point of this vlog is. It's just to talk about the people in your neighborhood. So, and show off my little kitty Shadow here, who's not very little at all. She's actually about 22 pounds and is weighing down my leg right now. Right, Shadow? Okay, well, say bye to the people. Say bye. Without me forcing you to. Bye, everybody. Yeah, be well, everyone. Sorry I've been away. Hope I'll be back soon. All right, bye now.